Our manager's going crazy right now.
I got distracted by something back there, and then I looked down, and you're wearing 2 different socks. So I thought that was funny, and it just made me laugh.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 3 of the Daily Vibes podcast, and today we have a special guest, Skie. He's actually my brother-in-law.
Hey.
So Skie is Skie is our first guest on this podcast, and many more to come. So honors to you for being the first one.
Well, thanks
as a
for
guest
having
on
me.
our podcast.
Welcome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so today we're just going to dive right into it. If you guys see the Oregon Duck flag in the back, we had a dope game against UCLA.
A beautiful dub.
Number 9 UCLA,
Beautiful
undefeated versus number 10 Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Should be undefeated. Georgia game doesn't count. But
Warm up.
Ducks with the W. Then we have Utah coming up and the Beavers. And I think our season's going to go pretty good. But with that, let's open up this podcast and jump straight into it.
Let's get it. So, I got one topic I want to talk about that I want to bring up. First of all, McDonald's. Who loves McDonald's? You love McDonald's?
I actually just went there this morning, bro. 8 a.m. Mocha Frappe.
What'd you get?
Mocha Frappe with the number 7, 2 sausage egg burritos.
I like that.
That was good.
Fire.
That's good.
What about you, Ski? What do you get?
I normally stick with like the McDoubles and the McChickens. I'm kind of
The
like
Jose
simple.
special.
The Jose
Yeah.
special.
Dude, people
Shout out
at
Cole.
The greatest
McDonald's
thing
would
ever.
hate us.
Yeah,
would hate
bro.
us. Can I get a McDouble with only shredded lettuce and mac sauce? Oh, man, they'd get so mad.
Dude.
But
It's
It's
the best.
basically a Big
It's
Mac.
a Big Mac
It's
for a
mini
buck.
Mac.
It's a
mini
mini
Mac.
Mac.
It's a mini Mac.
Yeah.
So, one thing I wanted to bring up about McDonald's is apparently, I don't know if they're going to do this everywhere, but Krispy Kreme is fire, right? Imagine having whatever you guys want with some Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, okay, so kind of like a A&W and KFC.
Right.
Okay.
So, apparently they're going to partner up and have like some sort of partnership like that. And I just feel like that would be a killer way to get people to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I mean, they just had like the whole, adult Happy Meals with like the toys and stuff that they did for like a little while. And I feel like the numbers even say it. There were so many people that went to go buy it. And there's people that are reselling those toys, bro, for like thousands of dollars now. I don't know if you guys know that, but
There's a market for everything. Like,
every single thing, bro.
people like, I can't remember which running back, but there's a Green Bay Packer running back that collects cards of NFL players, and he goes and gets them signed and flips them, and he just makes pretty good money. But I don't remember the exact numbers on it.
He's killing the game with that, though, I bet.
Yeah.
He's probably getting like the best access to like people
Yeah.
too, like that quickly also. So, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know Dion collects cards a little bit.
I do collect cards. And it's because of my dad. When I was really young, he used to grab like those NFL sticker books that like you would find at like a GameStop or a Walmart, and there was like a pack of like 8 stickered players, and it goes all into the book. My dad like I remember him like just being like, "Hey, if you do this for me, I'll get you something cool." And I was like, all right. And like, I want to say I was around like 8. No, I was in the 5th grade, I think. I'm pretty sure it was 5th or 4th grade. And I did everything my dad asked, and he's like, all right, come with me. And he bought me a little binder and then a bunch of like slides, and each slide had 9 slots. And he looked at me and he was like, he just took me to a card shop, like I wasn't into that kind of stuff really, but then I ended up thinking that it was the coolest thing ever because my dad did it and his friends did it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, I got to learn about these cards, and like certain cards are worth like thousands and thousands of dollars. My dad found the Falcons section, and he's like, pick any card in there you want. And I found a Matt Ryan jersey card that I still have to this day. And bro, my dad's gotten me signature cards, like autographed Falcons cards, bro. I got like I want to say I got like 4 Calvin Ridley autograph cards, dude. I got like honestly like 10 plus Matt Ryan jersey cards, Julio Jones autograph
Dude,
jersey
no.
cards. Like
His collection is killer.
my collection is low key crazy. I got a Tony Gonzalez jersey autograph card, bro, and a Falcons. I mean, we already know his, KC, but come
Still
on.
gotta get love. It's
That's
Yeah,
that's
bro.
it's like Scottie
yeah,
Pippen
that's,
with the Blazers.
that was the greatest tight end growing up to me. You know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah.
was on my team.
Facts.
And then like my dad got me a Giannis jersey card and a Chris Middleton jersey card, bro. Like, bro, I got so many stuff, bro. Like, yeah, bro, I got a lot of stuff.
Is there anything that you're kind of looking for recently that
For
you're
cards?
Yeah.
No, not lately. No, I haven't really. I've been into more of the NBA lately.
Okay.
Like NBA, I don't really know what's been going on, but I feel like the past couple of years I've been paying more attention to NBA than the NFL. But again, how many games is there in an NBA season plus playoffs? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
So
so the season just started.
Yeah, it just started. Milwaukee got the dub today against the Rockets. Sorry.
Okay, so look, now that we're on the topic of the NBA, who you guys think will be like the 4 finalists for this season?
The Bucks are taking it. The Bucks are taking it. I don't even know why you're even asking who's going to be in the final. You already know who's
obviously
going to win.
we know that you're a Bucks fan, but who else will be on that bracket up with you guys?
Well, the
Good
Warriors
question.
for sure.
Yeah.
Warriors, yeah.
I don't think the Lakers. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, bro. I mean that in a more sense of they need to figure out who is their starting point guard. You know what I'm saying? But I believe Ja Morant is gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals game against the Warriors. I think it's gonna be the Grizzlies and the Warriors, and I think the Grizzlies are gonna get their payback on the Warriors and make it to the finals, bro. I think it's gonna be Grizzlies and Bucks, and it doesn't really matter who the Bucks face in the East Conference Finals because they're gonna win anyway. So there's really no.
What about
point.
the Nets though?
Yeah.
What about him?
Brooklyn?
Ben Simmons?
Ooh.
What about him?
What about him?
I don't know. The Eastern Conference is kind of not lackluster, but it's like the same teams kind of over and over again. You got the Bucks, Dallas. It's pretty much the only
Dallas
really-
is the one that surprised me the most because if you look at their roster, even their 2K ratings, on 2K, Doncic is like a 96 overall. The rest of the team is like 75, 73, 76, 78. And it's just like, bro, it just really shows how he leads the team.
Mhm.
Like him as a leader,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I feel like
and he knows it too, and that's why he's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like this right here, he's running it right now. Like as amongst like playmaking players.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he's gotten a lot of knowledge from a lot of people, bro.
It's that cross between NBA and the European League.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
a lot of differences that not a lot of people notice, but will make a difference, and that makes it that much more competitive in the European League compared to the NBA. Like with the no foul zone NBA has, Europe doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So
true.
it's a lot more physical, so you have to kind of find those creative ways
Mhm.
within there. So his IQ is a lot more shining in the NBA, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the reason I want to bring you on, Sky, kind of shipping gears real quick. Last podcast, we talked about kind of just like schools in general and how that was going.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought who better to bring on than Sky because he actually works with kids.
Mhm.
And not just kids at school, but kids at their home. And like I said, last podcast, it starts with, their family home life. So Sky works with kids who don't really have a home. They're foster kids.
Yep.
And he works one-on-one with 5 kids?
It's generally like four to five kids depending on the homes, but right now it's at 4.
And what's their age range?
From about 12 to 15, 16.
And can you describe the different types of like behaviors that you have to deal with on a daily basis?
Emotional behaviors, a lot of physical, and then kind of just mentoring the kids through basically like just overruled like anxiety attacks that they have and are not able to like process what they're going through. So it's just a lot of kind of like verbal coaching and just mentoring them.
And that's a big thing with even like people our age, is seeing a lot more people get like anxiety attacks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely spiking. I don't know if it's a lot of people drinking, drug usage or whatever, but it's definitely a crisis.
Yeah. And some of like, I know you told me a couple stories. I don't want to go like, make it too publicly, but some stories when you go out and take them out certain places, their behaviors gets like hard for you to handle some days.
Yeah, sometimes it makes it tough situations because some will be good with crowds, some won't. And I'll kind of take them to one general area, and one will thrive in that community and one will just have a total meltdown. So it kind of just, it'll make or break the day because one will enjoy being out and then the other one doesn't want to, so we have to end it.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes it tough on both ends because then you almost have two behaviors instead of one.
Yeah. And like that kind of behavior like lingers with them as they get older. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how I feel like our generation is like dwindling down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's crazy because it almost seems like people are scared to like do anything because they're thinking, oh, what's going to happen to me, or is this going to, affect my image on people and presumptions.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know. Like you kind of said, like maybe their environment, everybody's different, and they have to like obviously adapt to their environment. Some people just don't like to adapt to their environment that quickly, or even choose to, but you're really like, you're someone that, well, in my eyes, I've always seen, tough and very like there for people, because you are older brother and bro, so you have to be for, there for, a couple people. So I feel like you're just a person, person. So like anybody can be, and you'll be there for them. So
I wanna apologize for laughing. I wasn't laughing at what you were saying. I got distracted with something back there.
Our manager's going crazy right now.
I got distracted by something back there, and then I looked down, and you're wearing two different socks. So I thought that was funny, and it just made me laugh even harder.
For those of you that don't know, sometimes we have an audience, and we also have another cameraman behind the camera.
We have two cameramans. We have one right here.
Shout out Cole Ruff Jackson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So sometimes we get a little distracted by that, but having an audience and cameraman and stuff like that is cool, and it's been helping out the podcast a lot. So,
oh yeah,
just AJ doesn't gotta get just distracted all the time.
Well, not all the time. I just got distracted right there. But since we brought up something that was talked about in our last podcast episode, I want to bring up something that we also did talk about last episode: the missile.
Oh yeah,
the asteroid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's all you, man. Like I love hearing it from you because it was something you found, right?
Right.
And like you told me about it, and then all of a sudden it was everywhere, and then it's like a full-on video of it.
Yeah. Did you guys see the video I sent you? Well,
That
it was
crazy.
like kind of a reaction of somebody,
Yeah.
hitting it. And bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's like something that to a lot of people not the majority of people, I would say, but there's a small group of people that really like are into that stuff. And I feel like just because I've been kind of into space, and it was kind of like an idea to me because just watching Joe Rogan and then having the idea at the back of my head, like I said last time, it was like, bro, if that were to ever happen again, that'd be crazy. Like, that'd be so insane. And, like, just for that to happen, I don't know about y'all, but I want to go to Mars someday. That'd be
Mars would be the planet you would want to go to.
Yeah, just like You know.
You know
One
what I really
time,
love
just
doing?
round trip.
Round
You
trip.
know what I really love doing? Whenever we drive out to our spot in the country and it's like pitch black, we have this spot out in the middle of the country that we love driving all the way to.
Yep.
And it's about like 30 minutes away from where we live. And it's literally pitch black out there, pure road, no lights anywhere, like literally in the middle of nowhere. And we'll go out there, turn off all the lights and just look up at the stars, bro. You can see the Big Dipper. You can see, Orion's belt. I point it out every time. I'm like, hey, do you guys know what that one is? And they're like, nah. But then you found this app, and it was amazing because you looked at me and you were like, hey, I'll bet you $5 that dot right there is Jupiter.
Right, because of how it looked and how
Yeah, and I was like, that's not Jupiter. I'm like, you're tripping. And all of a sudden he pulled out this app and he's like, $5 right now. And I was like, all right, $5. And then he grabbed this app, and this app is like, it tells you where everything is in space, like the network station up there, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, like the North Star, like everywhere we are in in the universe around the planet, and it tells you where everything is. And he's like, that's Jupiter right there. And I was like, pointed the camera and it was, and I was like, no way, this is accurate. And the moon was right there, and I was like, pointed it at the moon, and it was the moon on the phone. And I was like, looking around, I looked for the most reddest star, and I was like, if that's not Mars, I don't know what else is. Pointed at it, and it was Mars.
He was just so amazed.
I was so amazed because honestly, I enjoy those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, because there's things out there that we have no idea. We have no idea how we got here. We just were born into this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, like what you said before. Obviously, we've been here for a very long time, bro. Like the Lost Sea of Atlantis, the pyramids. How did they get here? That's all man work. That stuff was made. It didn't just grow here.
Right. It didn't just appear. I don't know.
Where I want to travel in the world one day is Rome. I would love to go to Rome because I really love Greek mythology and like Roman Empire stuff, and the Colosseum. I would love to go see the Colosseum. They say that the blood sorry, I don't mean to get so dark, but like in the Colosseum, like where the gladiators and Spartans fought, like they say that you can still see like the blood stains in the sand. You know what I mean? Like I love that. Like I love like Greek mythology, Roman Empire stuff, dude. Like there's movies, this movie Troy, Brad Pitt, like that movie is crazy. That movie's awesome. And then the movie Gladiator that was filmed in the Colosseum. Well, yeah, it was filmed in the Colosseum.
Really?
Yeah, and it's about a captain, like a sergeant, like the guy in charge, the general. The general. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm disrespecting this movie. I'm sorry, Dad. General, bro. And his name was it was Russell Crowe who played the actor. The guy, and his name was Maximus. Yeah. Maximus, bro. That dude's awesome. Anyway, I would love to go there. Where would you guys, if you guys can go anywhere in the world? Like, I'd love to either go to like Rome or Greece.
I'd probably go to like Toronto or
Canada.
Paris.
Canada. Oh, yeah.
Paris too. Your mom's been in Paris.
My mom has been to Paris, bro. She has this one picture that she took where she was laying down. She looks so pretty. It was late at night. The Eiffel Tower all the way in the back. She loves Eiffel Towers. Like in my house, she has like full on everywhere. It was always white tigers and Eiffel Towers. Where would you guys want to travel to?
I would say either Italy or Chernobyl, just because of all the history back in Ukraine with the nuclear explosion and how they had to evacuate within like hours of notification. So it's just crazy to see like how quick your life can change and be in and out of the country. Otherwise, you're dead.
Yeah, very quickly. Very quick.
Well, I would just say probably I want to go more in the United States and travel more states. I've been to a couple. I've been to New York, Colorado,
You've been in New York?
Texas, Washington, D.C.
Really?
Yeah, and those are really cool places, and it'd be cool to travel the rest of the U.S. and kind of see the other states because it is our country, and it'd just be cool to be able to, like, you know all those different places in the U.S. But going off of AJ's, like, cool places to go, I know Cole was with me. I don't know if, Sky, if you were with me, but remember we used to go to these car meets all the time. And I went with Cole, and I think Sky was there too. He might have not been. But we went to this car meet, and, we were all hanging out. We had gotten pizza and drinks, and we were just looking at everyone's cars, hanging out, catching up and stuff. And then after it was over, right before everybody left, one of my friends came up to me and says, "Hey, we're going to go to this spot, and they're going to do races." And I was like, "Oh, really? That sounds sweet." So we go on a drive, and it's like a 10, 15-minute drive, and we get there, and there's tons of people. It's like this loop, and then it's just a straight shot, and it's kind of like out in the country, but that straight shot is long, and there's just these cars, like hundreds of cars, like all parked along the side of this road leading up to where they do the races, and there's just hundreds of people. Like it feels like it's a football game. There's so many people there, and it was dark. It was really cool. And so they started lining up cars, and they were just go, and it was super cool. And then all of a sudden, these two guys, they get up and they go to race, and they race, and we're all like, yeah, because it was supposed to be like this big race. Well, then all of a sudden, 200 yards down, we see, whoop, these red lights go off, and everybody just turns around and books it.
I feel like you're in Fast and the
Bro,
Furious
it felt like...
Like him?
Like him, bro.
They're going.
But yeah, bro,
crazy.
it felt like I was in the movie Fast and the Furious for a split second. It was wild.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's crazy at that. I mean, it's really cool, but like I've seen that spot like in the daytime, and there's literally only those two entry points and exit points. So it's like it's a high risk to go there, but I mean it's a thrill like no other.
it's a cool place.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. One of my buddies was like, race your car. I'm like, I'm good, bro.
Hell to the metal.
Got the VTEC in it. Though.
I gotta-
You can catch up.
Well, it was my Beamer, and it was a stick, and I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was just into, like, seeing all the cars and
Mhm.
filming and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know, Sky, you're big into drifting.
Yeah.
Sky's
yeah,
gone
I
through a
was-
couple cars.
He plays this game
Yeah.
called Car X. It's so lame.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty fun, but yeah, drifting is really
Cole, he's just saying.
drifting is really it's fun because you have like control of an out of control car. So I mean, just to be able to make the precise turns and be able to control it and stuff, it's kind of a adrenaline rush. But
Yeah.
got totaled, and now I'm driving a Mini Cooper, so now I'm starting to go into like autocross and stuff. That way you can just get like timed races. And
Quick little 360 drift.
yeah,
That car's pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
fun. Yep.
It honestly does look like a race car.
Oh yeah, like they're big British, like in like the UK.
You'll be surprised
They're
how
huge
nice
in the
they are.
racing.
Well,
Yeah.
it is a foreign car, is it not?
Mhm. It's basically a BMW, but made in the UK.
Wow.
Yep.
Learned something new today.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm in a good mood. How about you guys?
I'm in a great
Dude,
mood. It's
I'm in a
been
great mood.
night.
The Ducks
Yeah.
won.
Yeah,
That
We
was
had
fun.
good food. It was an afternoon game, not a night game. The night games are cool, but it takes till like 10, 11 o'clock at night, fourth quarter
Well, the reason
hits,
why we
and
do that is
fall
because we
asleep
pause
on
the
it.
game to
Yeah.
watch it
Well,
with each
yeah.
other.
Yeah.
That's why it takes you till 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
But then we skip halftime and then we catch up.
The only thing that sucked about today for me is I ran over my first nail in the road, and now my tires popped. I gotta
Like
replace
completely popped?
it. Well, no, like
Is it
tire
just
pressure.
losing air?
Yeah, it's losing air.
I've
I
had
can, like,
4. I've had 4. And what I do, it's super simple, bro. So your tire pressure goes low because you got a nail in it. Like sometimes I don't even know. So like I'll go and I'll fill up my tire, and then the next day, like the morning when I go to work, if my tire pressure's back on, then I know that there's something in it. And it'll last me the full day at work. It takes a while for it to fully drain, especially if it's stuck in there, as long as you don't pull it out. And then I just go to Walmart, the Super Center, and they do it for like $30.
Les Schwab does it free if it's not on the sidewall.
Oh, it's on.
Do they do it for anybody though?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
on
thought
the
you had to
inside.
have their tires though.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yep. As long as
Jose's the
it's-
one that found it.
Yeah,
Like,
I found
Really?
it. It was
yeah,
on
I
the
asked him for help
inside.
because I was at work
Shit,
and I couldn't take
yeah.
my car to the shop.
I think that's what was the noise last night. You know how we were
Yeah, because when we were driving, all of a sudden, I don't know, we heard like, tick, 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 you know, and I was like,
yeah, we were just so
bro, what?
confused.
And I was like, dude, my car is fine. I didn't know. And then all of a sudden, he found it today. Fat, bro. It's huge, like literally in it, and it's like I feel like it's holding it together.
It
Holding
is.
the
Yeah.
hand.
It's just
Yeah.
the probably where it's pinned in at. It's just a little tiny hole. And it's just leaking air out. Like so. If anything, you could fill it up and you should be good.
What,
Yeah.
man?
All the mechanics.
Why are you laughing?
comment.
You know,
we're gonna get our cameraman on the podcast in one of these episodes.
Oh yeah,
he's shaking his head no, but
definitely
he'll
will. He's
be
a little
on.
shy, but
He'll
we'll
be
get
on.
him there.
We'll get him on. Nicole.
I do want to bring something up though before we end the episode. So here in Salem, there's
gosh.
a place in Salem called the Tiki Lounge, and on the 30th of this month, that's a Sunday, there's gonna be a big Halloween costume party.
That's right.
And it's funny because I was literally just talking about how I want to go to Rome and I love gladiators and Romans and stuff. I got my Halloween costume
Heck
for
yeah.
the party, and I'm gonna be a Roman, like gladiator, Roman soldier.
Oh yeah.
So like, I'm ready for that.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be big. There's gonna be live music, bro. It's gonna be pretty dope. It's gonna
Well,
be pretty dope.
I was thinking that Saturday, because we all hang out on Saturday nights.
Well, yeah, that'll be Saturday night.
Saturday night, we have a Halloween party here
Mm.
and a bunch of people over. Just, not a lot, but, just people that we know. And then we do the podcast.
Oh, that'd be
Halloween themed
tight.
podcast. I think that'd be
We're
pretty
going to
sweet.
Tiki afterwards.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be the.
Yeah, because I don't think they close until like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, shoot. Are you going to be working behind the bar?
I'm down.
I don't work there.
What are you going to be for Halloween, Jose?
I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out like tonight. I gotta
I
do
have
something.
no
cool.
idea yet.
Me neither. I haven't thought about it till right this moment.
You know what I thought about doing? Because I still have shoulder pads, my football shoulder
Oh
pads.
my
About to
God.
do football.
Putting
I have
a
my
jersey over and then like wearing pants.
I have my
What, dude?
Who are
Hey,
you gonna
cool.
be,
Let him wear your
Jimmy G?
jersey.
Nah, I'm gonna be Deion Sanders, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I still have my
Yeah.
football helmet because it was when I had my big injury. I have the big scar. I'll
Dude,
bring it
I
on the
have it
podcast
all.
and we'll
Dude,
talk
I
about
forgot I
that.
watched you play.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
crazy.
We'll talk about that on one of the episodes.
Yeah, no, we'll
how
talk
that
about
whole
our
injury
high
happened.
school
But I have the
football.
helmet that's got the big nick on it from my football injury, and I got to keep that helmet. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I have to talk about that. But all right, well, I think that sums up this episode.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you guys for watching episode 3 of the Daily Vibes podcast. Make sure that you subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
That way, because we actually have timestamps in our description so that you can kind of skip through and get to the parts that you want to watch, because there's
Right.
different things. We talk about sports, we talk about everyday stuff. And so I want you guys to be able to enjoy what you want to enjoy if you don't have a full 30 minutes. But thank you guys again. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Laters! Laters!
Laters.
Oh yeah.